Hi, we're Rod and Tina Poplin. Can you believe that 2018 marks 9 years since our family moved to George, South Africa? In those 9 years, we've seen God move in amazing ways, and we've been blessed to be a small part of that.
That's true. God has done a lot in those 9 years. But we thought instead of us telling you what God has done there, you might enjoy hearing from those that have been impacted by your partnership in our ministry.
All right, so I met Rod and Tina when they joined our Gardenburg church planting team. They came to assist in George with church planting, with youth ministry, and with sports outreach. And they joined our team, and we've enjoyed the process of working with them here.
He caught me off guard one day when I was at a really bad place and I was feeling down, and he kind of saw through this and asked me if I wanted to go for a cup of coffee.
We met when my family joined Agape Baptist Church when I was about 15 years old, and we connected through youth. Yeah, I joined the youth, and that's where I got to know the Poplins.
I'm a part of pretty much everything that they have to offer. I try and be as involved as I can be. I really enjoy it. I'm involved with the young adults, the mentors, the ladies Bible study, CCI, and I went along to the young adults retreat.
The dinner with life group that we're part of, we've become part of recently. It's really come at the best time possible. We've gone through a move. We're here in beautiful George at the moment, and the one centre that we could find was Rod and Tina and the group of people that we've met. So it's been tough, but we've really found something to always be hopeful for, be thankful for in the group.
I think nice memories is learning to play some basketball. And Uncle Rod is quite a big guy, so it's challenging playing basketball against him.
Yeah, there are a lot. There are a lot of good memories. I have one particular funny story where I made a joke of Rod's son for running straight into a glass door, and moments later I walked into that very glass door.
Yeah, but I think the most important thing is Rod and Tina have helped us spiritually and got us back onto the track where we have a better relationship with God, and helping us bring our daughter up.
Yeah, for me that's especially important because I think it's my job as the father and the husband in the relationship to guide the family in the walk of life and the way of the Lord. It equips me with the tools to be able to provide for my family in what they basically need. It gives you that peace of mind of knowing that your heart is in the right place, or at least getting to that right place, because you're making those steps and these people are holding our hands and they're taking us on this journey, and the sky's the limit.
I think the most exciting aspect of the Poplin's ministry has been the development of the Next Gen idea. They have a focus on young people, and especially young adults, as a dynamic that really is attractive to us as church planters. There's a tremendous need for outreach in this demographic here in South Africa.
With Next Gen, I learned so much and I continue to grow. It is absolutely God's worked His way, like in my life and the people around me. I've seen His love for me grow.
I actually came to salvation at the age of 16 through that ministry, being challenged by God's word, growing up in a Christian home, and having all the knowledge necessary, but just through that youth ministry, challenging me to think about my salvation. Through young adult Bible studies and things, being taught how to interpret God's word for myself, and mentoring, it's brought a good friendship as well.
So Auntie Tina and I have a Bible study together every Tuesday, and sometimes we don't even get to do what we have intended. We just end up, she just helps me with what I'm facing through that week. I go to her about a lot of things, and for a really long time I never opened up to anyone, and I've opened up to Auntie Tina the most that I've opened up to anybody in a really long time.
I used to be quite a rebellious person and also not very saved, if you can put it like that. I used to go out and I drank a lot, occasionally used drugs, and bad habits. I wasn't really a great person. Started when I started to get ministered by Rod and mentored, I kind of started putting off those things one by one until eventually it left my life. I would say I got down on my knees one night about, it's almost 2 years back now, when I asked him to take over and just guide me. I needed that. I was hopeless, and he saved me and turned everything around.
The city of George is hundreds of thousands strong. There are so many opportunities as we look forward to the future. The next 5-10 years will offer many opportunities to see many souls come to Christ, many families discipled in ministry, and of course we hope several new churches started in the city of George. So we are grateful that the Poplins are here to team with us in this. They bring a dynamic to the ministry that is very unique, and we're grateful for their ongoing ministry partnership.
That Rod and Tina is really an example for me. Their friendship is something special, and also the way they supported me when my husband passed away. That was just amazing, and I just see it a privilege to know them, and we are praying that everything will go well in America, but also we are praying that they will come back.
It would be easy to only share the successes, but the truth is there have been losses as well. In 2012, Rod and I entered into the empty nest phase of our life when Brittany and Drew enrolled in Cedarville University. We knew our lives would never be the same. 2015 and 16, we both lost our mothers unexpectedly. This caused us to have to hit the pause button on our ministry and return to the U.S. to help our dads and our families to deal with those losses. We did manage to fit in a wedding in there as well, which netted us a son-in-law.
There were also some losses in ministry as well. We've seen some of our young people being drawn away by the empty promises of the world, some even denying the very faith that they once claimed. It was heartbreaking as we watched one young couple that we had poured our hearts into not only turn their back on one another, but also on God and ourselves. We also lost some dear believers through death. And we know that that's part of life, but it's still hard. But we still press on knowing that God, who is faithful, can and will use the good and the bad for His glory.
But enough about the past. We're excited about the future. We believe that God has even greater things in store for both us and the entire George Church Planning team. In 2017, Rod led our team in developing a church planning strategy for the city of George and surrounding areas. It's called Inspire George. If you'd like to know more about that initiative, please see Rod or myself afterwards. As we've begun implementing parts of Inspire George, we've already seen great results.
One of the areas that we're most excited about is the Next Gen. This ministry was designed to assist existing and future church plants with children, teen, and young adult ministries, and to provide them with outreach opportunities. It was also designed to help prepare prospective youth and children's workers from area churches so that they can lead and serve in their own churches. At the end of 2017, after 8 years of ministry, we felt the Lord leading us to step away from our roles at Agape Baptist Church so that we might concentrate our energies on Next Gen. In addition to our established teen and children's ministries, we've also been able to expand our young adult ministries as well. These include a Sunday afternoon Bible study, a mentorship group, an evangelistic coffee house style discussion group, along with several other one-on-one studies. We've also been able to use these young adults to help with various outreaches.
God has provided us with an amazing opportunity which has already opened several doors for ministry. For the past 9 years, with the exception of our Sunday morning services, all of our ministries have been operated from home. Many of you know of our desire to find a viable location in which to operate our ministries, which would include a sports ministry. Last year, the city approached Rod to gauge his interest in leasing 2 tennis courts in the community of Denneord. This happened to be the same neighborhood where we had begun helping with a new Bible study. After navigating the endless municipal red tape, earlier this year we were awarded with a 5-year lease with the potential of extending it to 10 years or longer.
We've converted these tennis courts into a multi-sport facility that will open up numerous opportunities for us to present the gospel. Currently, we can play tennis, volleyball, netball, basketball, and 5-on-5 soccer. The one thing that we lack, however, is a building or an indoor action center. This would allow us to operate in bad weather and to serve as a place to hold various studies, seminars, and other things. Remarkably, the city approved the plans for the Action Center in just 4 days. This is truly a miracle in the African context. This building and those facilities would make us the focal point in that neighborhood and would offer numerous ministry opportunities for our team and for you.
That's right, we need you. As our faithful prayer partners in ministry, we ask that you pray about a few things. First of all, that God will continue to bless these ministries and grow them as He sees fit. Also, that He would supply the remaining funds that we need to build the Indoor Action Center and provide lighting there for the courts. We also pray that others would be burdened to come and be a part of what we're doing, whether it be for a short period, in a specific outreach, for example, the construction of the Action Center, or for a longer period of time, over a few years, to help us get these ministries up and going.
We desperately need teachers, youth pastors and youth workers, coaches, counselors, and administrators. Will you answer that call? We want to thank you for your part in our ministry for these many years. Without you, we couldn't have accomplished the things that we've been able to do. On behalf of Tina, myself, and those that you've met today, we want to say thank you.